2011 Prius. In this video, I'm going to show you how to charge a vehicle without running it for you guys who use, unfortunately, the little cans. But this is, if you are going to do a can, this is the only can you should be using, and a good scale that is accurate within 5 grams. In this situation, the vehicle cannot run because there's no coolant in here. I'm here to do the coolant, and the guy is at lunch. And this is a electric water pump. You do not want to run the electric water pumps even for seconds without coolant in them. In this case scenario, the electric water pumps, when they pump, are, you have 1,000 RPMs, you have 1,500 RPMs. The rubber seal actually relies on the liquid coolant to cool down the little seal inside the water pump, and it's a lubricant. So imagine rubbing your hands together at 1,000 RPMs. Okay, it's just a few RPMs back and forth with your hands, or bending a piece of metal, or sliding 2 pieces of material together, how hot they get. So that thin little piece of rubber, when shops are riding them and doing repairs around in a shop, and sometimes they say, oh, I just got to go across the street to the lineman shop, but it's an electric vehicle, or it's a hybrid with electric water pumps in it. It's running on that seal, and it gets it so hot, it doesn't necessarily kill it right away, but it cooks that seal so much it greatly reduces the life of the seals of the water pumps. And usually after they've been in a body shop or had a head repair, and it was in one of the shops that drives them around the shop, take it over to the detail shop, take it over to the lineman shop with no coolant in the system, because they say, oh, a minute or two with no coolant is okay. Those are the shops you see in an automotive repair shop 9 months later, a year later, with leaking a bad electric water pump. Very few people know this, but I'm letting you know now. So for you people on Prius chat, I'm directing this towards you. And for YouTube viewers who don't know about Prius chat and you have a Prius, go to Prius chat and you'll find a wealth of information there. So here we go. Situation, I'm down to 320 microns in vacuum. I'm about to charge it up. Zero my scale out. I could do this one-handed. Okay, I have the scale set up. Let's get up here and get the scale. Okay, so we're focused. Come on, focus. Zero out. 520 grams. 1, 2, 3, go. That doesn't help. Okay, I'm stopping right about there. Right there. Why did I stop right there? I stopped at 480 just to go up to 520. Because of the quantity of refrigerant that I'll have trapped in my hose. Over the years, for every inch of hose you have a certain weight of refrigerant at a certain temperature and pressure. Temperature and pressure determine the weight of the refrigerant per inch. I just happen to know what this is, so I'm turning off the flow. And I got that down, open, do a squirt. Okay, so the flow is off. It's done. It's finished. It's charged. In less than 30 seconds, it was already charged. So that's how you charge the system, because I can't run this and test run this to do my test like I normally do. You see, I'm already set up for my test. Since I have access, I have the temperature sensor already down to take my delta T across the evaporator. I have a charged system. It's open. It's flowing out of here, out of pressure, from here to here, going inside. And our charge range is between 420 and 520. I stopped at 480. I know what I'll have left over in vapor refrigerant in here, and I'll come real close to that 520 without ever charging the vehicle. It's done. So the only reason I can't charge this and check it and do my test and give a printout of what everything is on this one is because they don't have coolant in it, and you do not run engines with electric water pumps with no coolant in them. And I just notate that on my invoice, and I'm off to the next shop. And of course, I always have for my trace die for the next shop, or myself if I get called back, I have trace die to help look for leaks later on. And I'll put my invoice number up here in this blank spot so we can track it back to what invoice, what shop, what day. And in this case, all they did was replace this one line, and that's it.